Hello, everybody.
Hey, sorry, computer glitch.
Yeah, all of a sudden, my MacBook, even though I've got the 1 gig Frontier internet, the MacBook itself is now starting to really lag for some reason. I don't know what's going on with it. But welcome in, everyone. We are here to talk about Helen Georgia. Sprechen die Helen.
Spaghetti. Yeah, we were going to talk about Brightline this week, but we decided since everybody's talking about Helen, we're going to talk about our Helen.
That's right.
So Brightline will be next week, we promise. We've put it off twice now.
Yeah, we have. We wanted a little more time as well to prepare for that one because we want to be able to give you guys the skinny on that. But that's next week's is Brightline. I made the executive decision. It's Helen.
Yes, he made that executive decision today, so I have to transition. I'm not prepared.
That's right. She's not prepared. But that's okay. We're just going to tell you about it. But before we do that, we need to go ahead and welcome everyone in.
Yeah, so I've been in charge of keeping up with the chat, so I'm going to try to do that.
Right.
So first off is our friend from up north.
Yo.
Brooklyn in the house.
Oh, you were missing that. Technically, Michael Adventure did it first.
Oh, we'll see.
And then Eddie Lugo. But that's okay.
Oh, now I see. Sorry, Michael. You were first.
Yeah, Michael was first in the chat. He got here about 15 minutes early.
Hello there.
But then, yes, we got Brooklyn in the house. And then we got Liz in the house.
Liz.
Welcome in, Liz. I was actually just watching your last sea day of your Venetia trip. That's awesome that the room steward came back and made all those towel animals, and it was all lining your back after he found out that you actually kept them and he was taking them.
Aw.
So that was cool. And then we got people saying hi. We got Michael saying hi. Ooh, and then we got Kevin in the house. Thanks for stopping by, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin. And who else is in here? Kevin and Super Chat and Eddie. Yeah.
Yep, and Eddie.
And Michael.
And Michael. And I think that's all we got. Everyone's talking back and forth.
Pete.
Oh, Pete just came in. Whoop, whoop. Welcome in, Pete. All right. So, Helen, yes. If you missed it, then maybe you'll be able to make it one of these times. It's actually, pretty fun to do a get-together and be able to see everyone that you've only seen on the interwebs in person.
There was a lot more people this year than was last year. Last year was our first year, but seems like there was a lot more people this year.
Yeah. I think last year the weather had a lot to do with it as well. I mean, we got a little bit of rain this time, but it was actually nice. It wasn't frigid.
Well, it was supposed to rain before we even left. It was supposed to rain every single day that we were up there, and it rained the last day.
Yeah.
Actually, the last night we were there.
The last night. Yep. All right. So we'll tell you a little bit about our trip to Helen.
Whatever floats your boats there.
Oh, wait, whatever. Angie! Welcome in, Angie. Welcome in. There we go. It's moving tonight. Awesome. All right. So let's start out with us leaving. So we ended up leaving Tuesday night.
We both have somebody took the whole week off. So technically you were waiting on me.
Yeah,
so
technically I was waiting on her. I did take the whole week off.
So we left after I got off work Tuesday night. Tuesday night. And we broke up the drive halfway. So we drove to Cordell. Yes. So I had mixed up my Cracker Barrels. How dare me? Because they all look the same. We were supposed to stay at the Tiffin one, but
who are you talking to, Liz? We can see you.
You don't.
We said hi. We do like you. And Eddie's saying they don't like. But no, we like you.
We like you. We just don't like Eddie.
Oh, wow.
I got to pick on Eddie.
Wow. I saw you, Liz. I thought we said hi to you.
We did say hi to you.
Yeah. We did. Anyway, back to the story.
All right, so I switched up my Cracker Barrels because they look alike. And we were supposed to stay at Tiffin, which is further south.
Mhm.
And we ended up pushing, what is that, another hour at least?
At least another hour.
It was another hour to Cordell. So we stayed there. I think it worked out in our favor. It was in the quieter Cracker Barrel, but we felt like, I guess, more exposed out there because there was nobody else there.
Yeah.
There was nobody there.
And then we got to talk about, because we're going to tell them everything. We're transparent.
Okay.
So we get pulling up there. And as I'm pulling in, I'm like, honey, this is not the same one we stayed at last time. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm like, honey, this is not the one we stayed in last time. Yeah, it is. Drive around. And so I see where the RVs are. I'm like, this is not where we were. And she wanted me to drive around to the front. She's like, oh, it's a big parking lot here. Are you sure this isn't the one? I'm like, there was a garbage can right in the middle of the last one because the garbage guy picked it up at night. So I was like, this is not the right one. So then as we're pulling in.
Sherman's in.
Hey, Sherman, welcome in, sir. Hearts for Sherman. We don't have because we're using the iPhone 10. We don't have an interactive one. But welcome in, Sherman. Oh, and Cove Action. Hey, welcome in, Cove Action.
Oh, sorry.
We missed you as well. So thank you for stopping by.
And CNS.
And CNS. Well, that's Sherman. That is Sherman. That is Sherman. But so long story short, it took me a good 15 minutes to get situated because as I'm trying to follow Mel's direction, again, this is well after midnight. She's already cranky because Peachy woke her up early that morning anyway.
And I worked a whole
And she's
day.
like, turn. And so I start to turn, but I'm like, I'm going the wrong way. The way the parking lot is, it's wrong. So I've got to continue to go around. And then I do a big U-beam whip around, and I'm still the wrong way.
We should record when we're parking the trailer. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah. And then I start going a different way. And she's like, why are you going this way? And I'm like, sit there and be quiet and don't say a word. And so then I wrap my way around.
Wait. So when you go all the way back around, I was not going to tell you. You were too close and our stairs wouldn't go down.
I know. I told you to be quiet.
And I didn't tell you.
So then I wrap around, and sure enough, we're too close. The stairs wouldn't go down. I was trying to get close to the grass so it would be easy to take Peachy out. So then I had to go around again, and I ended up just taking the second space and opening the stairs up into the first space. Then,
hey, Alice.
She's saying the whole time, I just want to go to bed. Let's just use the jacker. Let's not bring the generator. I'm like, damn it, woman. I brought this generator all the way up here and the gas to only not use it. And I was done arguing. I was like, fine. We'll just use the jackery for my CPAP. We'll go to bed and we'll figure it out in the morning.
And it was fine.
And so we did that. We went to bed. But for the record, we went through almost two-thirds of the battery just running the fridge and the occasional light turning on when we first got there. So we were going to be hurting.
It was good though. It was good 6 hours on that. So
yeah. But what we did was when we actually got up the next morning to go into Cracker Barrel, we still lugged it down because I was like, I didn't lug this all the way up here to not use it. So we actually took it down. We hooked it up. We started it. Again, it was a whisper quiet Predator, so it hardly makes a sound. And we plugged the RV in while we were in eating breakfast so it could recharge the battery. And it did. It worked like a charm. So at least for short term, with the AC, we could use it with the microwave. So it basically could run our 30 amp without tripping anything. So that was a success. So, yeah, I know, right?
I was tired. I was over it. I was ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
I do win 99% of the 100 battles. That's because he couldn't drag the generator off the truck by himself too.
No, because I was dealing, and I still have some sensitivity. But I was dealing with bursitis. Somehow I must have hit my elbow, which messed up the tendons or something like that. And then the body puts water around it to, quote, cushion it. But because your elbow's so thin, it presses on your nerves, and it just hurts. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't put a seatbelt on. I couldn't brush my teeth. It was bad. So, yeah, I couldn't pick up the generator or pick it down on my own. But I had steroids, and as the week went by, it got better and better and better. And now I got most movement, but I still have a little bit of twingy right on the elbow itself. Anyway, I know. I'm getting old, Liz. I know, right?
Yeah, you turn 50 and everything falls off.
Everything falls apart when you turn 50.
So,
I mean, you guys have seen my hair. I'm bald.
So after we had a good night's sleep, because we actually did sleep pretty decently in the RV in the parking lot.
We did.
And we had a nice breakfast. We actually ate half our breakfast, and we saved the other half for the next morning, which Cracker Barrel reheated in a campsite. It's perfect.
Perfect.
Especially when you got their syrup.
Yep. Oh, that was good.
Oh, yeah. So we...
And we got the butter pecan syrup to go.
Yes.
So they gave us that, which was...
So the next place that we went to was not too far up the road. It's actually one of our favorite places. It's called We're Nuts.
Ellis Brothers Pecan. Their slogan is We're Nuts.
Okay,
but
We're Nuts. Yes.
But yes.
So that's located. Where's that located?
Well, north of wherever we stayed by only like 2 exits.
Yeah. So it was like a 20-minute trip to our next.
Oh wow! Ain't you giving me sass? Everyone's giving me sass.
It's because you're very nice to me. Because you could be a pain in the tushy sometimes.
Talk to the hand.
Whatever. So we went up to Ellis Brothers, which again, it's called, their slogan's We're Nuts, and they sell homemade nuts, chocolate covered nuts, raisins, sugar-free snacks. It's kind of
dry rub nuts like cinnamon and stuff like that. It's basically a huge pecan store, but then they do have some other stuff. Every possible way you could have a pecan, they have it there.
Or almond or whatever.
Yeah, or almond.
So I ended up getting they got jellies too. So they have jellies. They also have the candy jalapenos.
Oh, we got some finally. It's gonna be tomorrow night. I'm calling it now. Tomorrow is Taco Friday because I want my candied jalapenos.
So the candy jalapenos, they're sweet and spicy at the same time. So we end up getting what'd you get, 4 jars?
I think I ended up getting 4 jars.
So that's one of our favorite things. We've been getting that for the last 20 years every time we go by there. And this time I actually got a peach bourbon jelly as well.
And that was so good. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, but it's...
I know, it looks
good.
I went over there and I was looking at all the jellies and I saw this one was low in stock. And I was like, wow, that must be the good one. So I picked it up.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And if you don't want to buy anything, they have samples too. So you can just sample everything, and they have clean bathrooms and just be on your way.
Yep. If you like ice cream, they've got homemade butter pecan ice cream as well.
Oh yeah, they do have that. Yep. And they let us bring Peach in, which was cool.
And she gets to walk around and
sniff around
the air.
It's not a very big store, but it's a nice little break. There's nothing on that exit. There's no gas or anything really. Well, there's one
gas station,
but we never go to that one.
And it's weird because when you get off there, it's like, oh, hey, go down this side street a mile and a half. Go down the side street a mile and a half.
Yeah, it's a nice little break.
It's nice. It's very nice.
And then after we went there, we went to one of our other must stops because I needed we
needed gas.
We
decided just to top off.
We decided to get gas, and so we stopped at Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's! And somebody goes in there, and I'm like, do you want to pick up any Buc-ee sauce? Because my main man, Eddie, brought us, I want to say 4 or 5 bottles down when he came to visit us in January to go on the Margaritaville Islander with us. But I was like, no, we're good. So we're going up there, and I'm like, I'll pass on a brisket this time as well. I was like, but I do want to get the Southwest trail mix because I like that spicy little nosh every now and then. No sooner do I walk over to get said Southwest Spicy that I happen to turn around and I see her snag 2 bottles of barbecue sauce and go running off. And I was like, woman.
I needed some for the RV.
So we ended up getting 2 more bottles of Buc-ee sauce. So we have a good half dozen now.
Yeah.
Hey. Yes, he is, Liz. He plays tough, but he's such a softie.
He is a softie.
But yeah, so that we ended up doing the Buc-ee's thing.
Yeah. So from there, we end up traveling through Athens this time. We didn't go through the city.
Yeah, it's the first time. A lot of times we would either go straight through the city, or go towards Douglasville, which was our old town, and up. We try to stay off of 285. So anyone who's been to Georgia, the perimeter is terrible.
Sucks.
Not just traffic, but the roads just suck.
Yeah, I took the RV on there one time, and that was enough for me.
Yeah. But yeah, so we decided this time to just bypass everything. We didn't go through the city. We didn't do the perimeter. We basically took side streets up through Athens. So Mel got to wave at the Georgia Bulldog.
I
road
did.
as
I
we went
did.
by.
You know what? Go Dogs! I'm waiting for my new truck, Eddie. I'm waiting for the new truck to put that on.
Then she's going to put the Bulldog Nation on there.
Yeah. And so we ended up going through Athens. We didn't stop. We just went straight through, and we pretty much made our way to our campsite right as it was check-in time, about 3 o'clock. It was a lot further than I anticipated.
Yeah. We thought we were going to be there earlier in the day, but nope.
Nope. We did hit a little traffic because there was a huge wreck on 75.
Yes, I would agree, Cove Action. I would agree. I haven't been there, but I've seen people, and I've seen some of your videos as well. And yeah, that would not be fun.
Oh yeah.
I know when we were planning a trip to Ireland and Scotland, like a land-based trip, we were trying to figure out how to get around, and I'm like, man, those roads are like what kind of car do we need to get for 5 people? Because my daughter was going to be with us, and then my mom and dad were going to go, and then Mel and I were like, well, what can we get that can make it on those roads but be big enough for our luggage? And yeah, but that ended up falling.
Oh yeah,
falling
Eddie.
apart.
Miami, I think, takes the cake on bad roads.
Yeah,
because that's why I take the Brightline now. I just do not want to drive that road.
You know what? He's right. One U.S. lane is two Irish lanes. I wouldn't doubt it. But anyway, so then we made it. We got checked into the campsite. It's the same site that we had last time.
Yep.
So for those who aren't familiar, Unicoi State Park is like less than 10 minutes outside of Helen.
Yeah, I mean, the park itself is beautiful, and we've complained about this before, that we're a little spoiled with the Florida.
All right, are we finally back? Can you guys hear us now? Are we good?
Generator.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what's happening. My MacBook itself is starting to act up a little bit, so it must know that it's near the end of its life cycle. But it's been giving me problems actually for the last couple of days.
His computer's still coming from China.
Yeah. Well, I think I just got a text message that says the new computer's coming, because I got it, but the screen was busted as soon as I got it because it was a refurb one. So I had to send it back, and then they're coming back. So thank you guys for sticking around. You know, like I said, I don't know. It's either my computer or Restream. I'm banking possibly on my computer because it was giving me problems.
Because we have a brand new internet.
Yeah, and I'm hardwired in. We got Frontier 1 gig, so I think it's my computer. Okay, so anyway,
all right, we were talking about the park.
So we're talking about the park. So yeah, Mel was mentioning being down here in Florida. We are kind of spoiled with the parks because they do dump a lot of money and keep them really nice. Because you could camp, year round down here. It caters to snowbirds, as they call them, people who are up north and then they come down south to get away, like migrating birds.
Yeah, but I think this campground has a lot of good potential. It is really beautiful. It's got pretty grounds and everything. There's a nice lodge, which I think they're pumping some money into it, because when I went over there to check in, they were doing some maintenance and electrical work. It looks like they are putting some money in it. It's just looks like it's just the lodge right now, though.
Yeah, and that's the one bad thing. And what we mean by that is the site itself was beautiful, overall. Fairly level for the site that we're on. They cost the buddy sites, which would technically say can fit 2 RVs. Trust me, they can't.
Maybe small ones. But it's about $70 a night, which is twice as much as we would pay from Florida.
Yeah.
Plus you had the park fee you had to pay, which was I think $5.
Actually, I think it was 10. I think there was 5 ahead, because I thought it should have been only $5 more, but it was $10 more when they charged us. So that's the only thing I could think of.
So for example, our campsite is the same one we had last year, and the picnic table last year had a big hole in it, like somebody had set something or cooked something on the end of the picnic table, and there's a huge hole.
There's a huge hole.
So I remember that from last year, because I made that stupid joke last year. I was like, well, looks like someone took a bite out of our picnic table. But this year it was fixed. So they had screwed almost like a plywood piece of wood across it, and that was their version of fixing it. So
yeah. And yes, Alice, we were right next to them. But yeah, Mel's right. They took a 1/2-inch piece of plywood that was about 2 feet by 3 feet and literally just threw that on top of the table and put screws on it. So now you have because I was like, are you kidding me? You're dumping all this money into the lodge. They were adding all these LED light fixtures and another floor and this and that. And you're just going to take your scraps. I know that's what it was wooden scraps from them doing stuff in the lodge. And they ran out there and just screwed it on the damn table.
So next year, if we stay at the same site and we're
not going next year.
We're not going next year.
Well, we've got the 2-week Princess Cruise, and you only get 3 weeks of vacation.
Yeah.
So if you want to burn it in
March, but you
were mentioning I've got the vacation time.
I know.
But if we go, maybe it would be staying at the hotel instead of RVing and going up Friday.
Yeah.
We'll and then staying the weekend and coming back. But it won't be a whole RV trip, I think.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Sidetrack note. Squirrel. Anyway, we when we do go back, because we still like that campsite that we're at.
Yeah.
It was number 44, and because we like the location. And so,
look at that face. You was like, Dottie, I got a squirrel.
My only other complaint is the bathrooms. It doesn't take a lot to have the bathrooms look a little bit nicer. So maybe get a shower curtain that fits around the actual shower curtain space, and maybe clean it up and fix the shower head won't stay on the holder no longer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just simple stuff, but
yes, I know your RVs. I know that they have showers and stuff like that, but we have learned that only works if you have a full hookup, which is water, power, and sewer.
Yeah, so we only had we had the water and the power.
Water and power.
And that's how a lot of campsites are.
Yes. The problem is you have to take a military shower, and what I mean by military shower, for those who don't know, you turn on the water for literally 5 seconds and wet your body down, and then you shut it off, and then you lather up, and then you try to get all the soap off in 5 seconds, and then you shut it down again. Forget about washing your hair. That ain't going to happen.
Well,
so
considering our shower is now a storage locker right now, because that was a better use of the space, we would have to move all that first too.
Yeah, but it's good for, like, if you just want to do a quick rinse to get the grimy off. That's me. I have to take a shower before I go to bed. Otherwise, I just feel dirty in bed.
You're so funny.
But that, and so the showers were literally one comfort station that had 2 stalls and 2 showers for like 40 campsites.
Showering is overrated, babe.
yeah. But the facilities, they could be improved. Definitely not the worst I've been at.
No, we've seen worse, but it could.
But yeah.
For $70 a night, you're expecting just a little bit more better.
Yeah, just a little better.
A little more better.
More better.
More better.
More better.
So, Graham, you're correct.
Yep.
All right. So enough on the.
All right. So the campsite. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, but overall, we love it. We're up on a little hill, so we can see the lakes and the trees and stuff like that. So overall, it really is
and
nice.
We can have a campfire.
There's just a few pet peeves that we're like, come on, dump a little bit more money into this, and this place would be pristine.
Yeah, we're in a burn ban in the state of Florida, so we can't even have campfires.
Well, I went up on the chart. And you dropped.
What? I didn't know we were on a chart.
I guess we are on a chart now.
Am I on top now? So that's so I surpassed you?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So next up, so that was there on Wednesday. And
so Helen during the week.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
So then we went out at night. Yeah, after we got set up. I was dealing with some crises from the travel agency side of the house. Really, most of the week we were up there, but that comes with the territory.
So we had our nice dinner. I can't even remember what we cooked, but it was nice and good.
I did hibachi style.
Oh yeah,
steak teriyaki with the steakum stuff that you would get like at Sam's.
It's not steakum though; it's a better version.
Yeah, it's a better version of steakum, but it's what you would get at like Sam's Club to make your own Philly cheesesteak. So we had that, and we had fresh onions and peppers. Or no, we had
a vegetable
patch stir fry, and I hibachi styled it on the grill top with some Publix teriyaki glaze, so it was a little bit thicker, and we hibachi that sucker, and it was actually really good.
It was. You did a really good job, and you cleaned your grill.
And I cleaned my grill. Yes.
So I was happy about that. So after that, we decided to go in Helen to see if we can get like a little dessert.
Yeah.
And when we get there, there's 2 stores open: the fudge place and one
little shop. Yeah. We were wondering because we were like pulling in there about 5 or so.
Yeah.
We're like, "Where's the dude that's supposed to take money?" The dude's not taking our money. And we're like, cool, free parking. And we realized why, because everything was closed.
Everything's closed. So during the week, Helen is a ghost town, unless you're just going to the restaurants.
Yeah.
Because all the shops closed due to just not enough staffing or just not enough volume.
And it wasn't, we're kind of in the off season. So, during the quote on season, they would be open later. But during the off season, they're pretty much shutting down around 4:30.
Yep, exactly. So that was a short trip into Helen. Yep. We ended up going back to the campground and had a fire.
We had a fire. We had ice cream.
I had ice cream that we brought.
And then Peachy got to commune with nature and get lost repeatedly.
She's so blind.
I know. Poor little girl. But she was having a blast because she's been not allowed to camp the last 2 times because the camping also encompassed us doing ship tours. And she has let us know
that
through no uncertain terms that was unacceptable.
Exactly. So next day we wind up, it was kind of a lazy day. Ryan was still working travel agent stuff. We just were just really lazy that whole day.
We did end up going into Helen though that day.
We did.
For a little while just to break some of the monotony up, and we were going to wait until later in the week, but Thursday was the day. So we ended up going in there, walking around a little bit. That's when CJ and Christine got there as well. So we helped them get all set up. And then all of us went.
Yeah, they got delayed because they had a flat tire.
Yep. Vicky! Welcome in, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky, I'm on the higher totem pole than Ryan. I don't know what it is, but okay.
Whatever. And Helen's just as quaint and just as nice as we remembered, honestly.
Yeah,
So,
I like their shops. I mean, a lot of them have the same stuff.
Yep. Welcome in, Linda.
But there's easily 3 shops or 4 shops I really like down there.
Mm-hmm.
And we should talk about one of them that we really like. I don't know where the card is. I brought the olive place. Oh, here it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So on the corner, right by the coffee place, I don't know what the name of that road is. There's a place called Alpine Olive Tree. Sorry.
Yeah.
Olive Tree.
Hold it up closer.
Ooh, there we go.
Our see-through is because it's green.
I know. So this place has 2 locations. One's in Dahlonega and one is in Helen. And I was in there just looking around, getting some AC, and snuck Peachy in, and because she was in her stroller. And because it was actually surprisingly very hot.
It was this
time
round.
around. And so I ended up doing some sampling with a girl who had way too much energy. But if you're going to be in sales, that's the type of person that you need. And so she was very passionate about, what she sold. She was mixing things, and then we were trying things. So I ended up buying a couple things that, for one, I didn't know you could do this. You can actually flavor your water with balsamic.
As weird as it sounds, balsamic vinegar.
Yeah.
With natural flavoring.
Yes.
So we tried a couple, and we ended up picking first the watermelon coconut.
I love the watermelon. I already went through that one, and the coconut's almost done.
Yeah.
So we got, and you can mix them too. You can just do straight up watermelon or straight up coconut, and you don't have to use a lot. You can.
No, if you use too much,
you taste
the balsamic comes out. But with the right amounts, just barely mixing, the balsamic disappears and gets diluted with your water, but the flavor stays.
Right. And you want to be careful not to drink too much of it because it can be too citrusy for you or too acid for you. But if you drink enough, it helps with your digestive system, apparently. Mm-hmm. So it's a natural sweetener, basically.
Yeah. And then you also got the olive oil flavoring. We had the ginger one for the chicken.
Mm-hmm, I got ginger.
And then the sesame olive oil one for like a beef and like a beef stir fry or something like that.
Yeah, so I got a couple things. And you can go in there and sample these stuff. She gives you like tiny little like tastings of it and stuff. So
there were plenty, like tons and tons of different combinations in there. We liked it so much that we went back again, and I got bigger bottles in strawberry and key lime, so I can make myself a strawberry limeade once I'm through my 0-calorie sweetener from like Publix and all that, and I'll go natural for that.
Yeah,
but it was really good. It really was.
I think they also do ship to you, so I'm gonna take a look since we already went through a bottle.
Yeah,
but. That was one of my favorite shops there. Another one was right now they're trying to get rid of their winter stock. So a lot of the winter shirts and sweatshirts were on sale. Like I got a buy one, get one free sweatshirt. So that was in one of the shops. And the one that was in the very back that's open where the gnome garden is, that's one of my favorite shops too. Mm-hmm. Apparently, when you buy stuff there, it goes to the Habitat of Humanity for building houses and stuff.
Yep. So it's cool. So that brought us through to Thursday. Now, also on Thursday, and we talked about this in our live actually last week. So we'll just recap it quickly if you didn't catch last week. That's also where we ended up having to go to an RV like fix-it shop that Mel found because our pressure regulator had failed. So for those who don't do a lot of RVing, your RV plumbing, if you will, is much different than on land, and it can only take so much PSI, pounds
Yeah, if you do
per square inch.
if you do too much through your lines, it can cause issues and actually bust your pipes.
Yeah. So we ended up realizing that it was our regulator. We hooked it straight up, but when we did that, we saw that, okay, this was really higher, and I wonder if that's what started our leak, that loosened that cap, is maybe that high pressure.
Now that you say that,
Because once I tightened it down, it stopped working, but it was definitely loose. So anyway, we had to go get a pressure thing. Mel found like a couple, but they were like 20 to 45 minutes away. So we hit the first one. Turned out to be what we needed. But the funny thing was the owner used to actually be a business development manager for Royal Caribbean. And he actually was the one who pitched the idea of the cashless cruise ship that everyone knows today, where you just use your ship card. So that was his brainchild. What are the odds that when he retired from that he opens up a little RV shop with his friend Ernest, who has a goat channel on YouTube and takes goats out for walks on leashes and interacts with people. So we pushed and got a lot of people over to his channel last week. But yeah, so that was our Thursday, was getting settled, going to Helen and getting the stuff taken care of.
yeah, but I mean, it's cool that we can meet. I mean, we would never have met these people if we didn't have to go in there.
Nope.
Because we pulled up and I didn't know if they were open. It was kind of a warehouse looking thing. It really wasn't a paved road. And we're like, are they open?
Yeah.
So we kind of went up there. He started seeing me come up and he unlocked the door, and I was like, really cool. It's cool to meet people on the road, just basically what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
Hello, Dad.
Yep. Liz, it's Larry Skinner. That's Mel's dad.
That's my daddy-o. I call him daddy-o.
Yep.
So
So then Friday, the big vlogger meetup.
we forgot ice cream.
What? Ice cream?
Did we gloss over the ice cream? What was ice cream, Friday or Saturday?
That's Friday. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Spaghetti Eis.
Spaghetti Eis. Okay, go.
So after a year, because the water main break last year, and then the place that we were going to go when we met with Darian in the summer of last year closed down 2 days before we were there. We finally ended up getting Spaghetti Eis. And
yeah, we shut down the place. It was so busy.
Yep. And it was good. I mean, it's ice cream, right? And
I liked mine.
yeah, it was good. Mel had some flavored ones. I got the official Spaghetti Eis. I got it, natural, if you will. So just vanilla ice cream with the strawberry puree, 2 Rocher chocolates that look like meatballs, and then shaved chocolate, white chocolate on top to look like Parmesan. So it basically looked like a bowl of spaghetti, and it was good. It was good. So I liked it. And then also on that day, we ended up doing the roller coaster. Mel didn't go on that one, but I got it, and they let me bring my 360 on there. I just had to make sure it was strapped. So I had oh boy, did I come out of the woodworks to figure out a way to strap that on. I got a battery strap for my RV and then clamped
from Ernest.
Yeah, from Ernest. And ended up clamping my 360 camera onto that. And I first had it as like a chest strap that went over my shoulder, and I couldn't do that. So then I had to wrap it around and then CJ had to cinch it closed. Oh my God. But I've got footage for you guys when we finally get to Helen.
See, when he forgot to bring his chest mount.
I know. And the clip I have, because I've gone through 2 clips with the plastic breaking, I got a metal one, but it's a full clamp that has to clamp over and lock down. It's not like a push clamp. So lessons learned. But anyway, that was actually really fun doing that gravity-fed roller coaster. And yeah, then Spaghetti Eis, and then that night was the vlogger meetup at the Troll Tavern again. So it was really good seeing everybody there, handing out a little bit of swag there, getting to know people, saying hi.
Yeah, we sat with a nice couple that were friends of Darian's, and Ryan talked their ear off. So sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
But and that's also where Ryan got his
Das Boot!
Oh my God.
Das Boot!
Oh my God.
Das Boot! I'm going to get Das Boot. Go ahead. Hold the conversation.
He got Das Boot, and he's going to show it here in just a second. It actually looks like that in the background right now. And when the lady brought the bill over, I thought she brought the wrong bill to me because I looked at the dollar amount on the bottom. I was like, no, there's no way. My salad and my water and whatever else we got, pretzel, is that much money. And then I looked and I was like, his Das Boot costs $40.
Das Boot! Das Boot!
Yeah.
1 liter. Wait, there we go. A 1 liter Das Boot.
It does look like the picture.
It does.
Huh.
Wait. Das Boot.
It looks exactly like the picture. That's funny.
Right? So, yeah, and I ended up having to drink said Das Boot on my own because Mel took one sip and her high and mighty majesty was like, that's bottom shelf vodka. I'm not drinking that. So if it ain't Tito's, go home, is what she's saying. Or
Over
Grey
40,
Goose.
you do not drink bottom shelf. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because it's not worth the headache the next day.
Yep. Thanks for coming in, Blaine. It was great to see everybody as well, for sure. So I drank all of Das Boot on my own. And supposedly I can bring this back every year and get a discounted refill pretty much anywhere in Helen is what they're saying.
I hope so, because you got $40 to wake up for.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring this back the next time we go and see if Das is the Das Truth with Das Boot. Anyway, Das Boot.
Sherman wants to know, did you try the refill discount anywhere else?
I did not. We were actually going to bring it to...
You're going to leave it on the edge there. Yeah. It's going to fall off.
We actually were going to bring it to dinner, but since it was the last night, we were going to have to get up at like 4 in the morning or 3:30, I think is when we got up in the morning to head home. I didn't want to drink too heavily that night. Hey, Mona, welcome in. Thanks for coming by.
But yeah, so the troll tigers. It looks like they were actually doing some construction on the roof there.
Yeah,
they actually extended the patio roof over, so it's all covered now.
Yep. Ron's in the house. Das Boot.
Oh my god!
I got banned from saying that, just so you guys know.
Yeah, so you can't say anymore.
Das Boot.
Psst. Somebody was going to have.
Guess what the German man said? Das Boot.
Somebody was going to have to give him a ride back to the campground. I was going to leave him there.
Anyway, so we did on Friday again the ice cream. Saturday was pretty much hanging out. We ended up not going that morning to breakfast because I was passed out by the time I got back. Because I wasn't feeling any pain drinking the bottom shelf vodka on my own.
Yeah.
See, even Ron said, give him Das Boot.
Okay, Ron, you could give him a ride back then to Florida.
But we ended up still going to Hofbrauhaus Friday, like mid-morning. Remember we had a coffee and we had the eclair and the apple Danish.
Oh yeah, the Danish were really good.
Yeah.
We still haven't eaten those.
I had one.
I didn't have it.
3 still.
So
left.
we ended up getting like the discounted next day bakery. We ended up bringing it home.
Yeah.
And I guess he had one. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was good, especially if you reheat it. Yeah, I know, Ron. We ended up just popping out there to fill up gas, and again, I was still the whole weekend when I wasn't actually.
You were working.
I was actually working for the travel agency. I had a catastrophe with one client that I was trying to help them get through. I had another client want to get something booked, and we were going through options for that. So unfortunately, this time around, I wanted to be in Helen, but also sometimes the travel agency has to take precedent, and so dealing with getting one client booked and another client who's getting ready to cruise but was having some major issues, I had to take care of them. So that's why you guys only saw me I wasn't being too snooty and only showing up at sponsored events. I really was doing the travel agency stuff. I didn't even get to editing. I was telling Mel, I was like depressed. I was like, I was supposed to do a whole bunch of editing.
Yeah.
And all my editing time was actually taking care of clients for the travel agency, which is fine. I mean, they definitely take priority.
We have a girl in the porch here.
So, hey, what's up, Christine?
Hey.
Oh, wait, I hit the wrong one.
You hit the wrong one.
Yeah, there we go. There's Christine.
Speaking of Christine, what's the name of that coffee place that you went to?
So
I wanted to bring that up before you reminded me.
Yeah.
She found a really cool looking coffee place that had a great view of the mountains. And she got us like a little sampler, and it was so good.
Yeah. It had like goats or something.
Yeah.
That were out there. And
I forgot the name of the place, though. I'll have to go get the cup.
But yeah, they were doing that while, again, I was handling travel agency stuff. So.
Yeah, so whenever she posts that, I'll let you guys know. But that's a coffee shop that's worth going to.
Yep.
Christine's pretty good about finding the good coffee.
Jumping Goat.
Jumping Goat.
That was the name of it. So, and it was just outside of Helen.
Yeah, I don't think it was very far away.
Yep. So what we did after that was basically after the meetup, and again, it was great just seeing everyone and having everyone, introduce themselves and things like that.
We were expecting a lot of rain, so we ended up kind of getting out of there, and because we literally did get up 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
We when we got back to the campsite, we actually hitched up and everything, and all we did was take the weight off the trailer, and all we had to do is pull our supports, and we were going to be gone.
And we're going to be rolling. So we started to do that. We got on the road, and then we were delayed by at least 20 minutes because there was an issue with emptying our black tank. Turned out to just be a sensor issue, but still, to be on the safe side, I did a lot more cleaning than I
because we had to dump that morning.
We had to dump that
in the dark
too, in the dark, while it was drizzling. It wasn't super heavy raining, but it was raining, and I was like, really? Now it wants to still tell me I'm 2/3, and it felt like it didn't, it drained too fast, and it was anyway. It was 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning,
and we lost an hour.
Yeah, and we lost an hour because of the time change. It actually did drain fine. I just was half asleep while it was draining.
Oh, and then that's when we found out that our freshwater pump was leaking.
Yes, because we saw puddled water everywhere. And it was happening when we were pressurizing stuff as well. And so that's fixed, though. It turned out just to be on the pressure regulator pump, there's like this overflow valve that spins on and off, some sort of filtration system. It was loose and it was leaking from there. So just one spin, quarter turn, tightened it down, and it stopped leaking. So that was a relief.
So after doing our black tank and stuff, it was really foggy. We ended up driving again through Athens and down that way. Yeah. And
then came the fun part.
It was uneventful until we got to
Carol Sausages. The plan was to go into said Carol Sausages and look to see if they had said blueberry sausages.
Which they didn't have any.
Which they didn't. I went in to go to the bathroom and I took a quick eyeball, and then Mel sends me a picture. And that picture, this is what just chaps me. We
have an app that shows our tire pressure, and as long as it's open, it's supposed to notify you.
Supposed to notify us.
If you lose any PSI in your tire, it's supposed to alert you. So when we pulled into Carol's Sausage, and I was walking Peachy while he went in, I was just walking around the trailer like I normally do, because I always just eyeball everything to make sure it looks good. The things are still up. The tires look good. And I noticed that our trailer tire was flat. Yeah. It had 3 PSI, I think it said.
Right, there it goes.
Yeah.
18 PSI. I'm trying to get in the middle of the
18 PSI.
But the problem was it was open. Like the first time we had it, the app was closed. And so I thought it would just work at any point, even if it wasn't up. No, it doesn't work. Then I read that, okay, it works.
Hashtag sausage.
Yeah, right. I know, right? Hashtag sausage for sure. Then it supposedly is supposed to work running in the background, but it seems to lose connection when it does that. So we were never notified. And as soon as I pulled it to the forefront, I got like 5 freaking pop-up messages about PSI failure. So at least this time we had everything we needed.
Yes, because we learned a lesson from last time.
And the thing that just makes me so pissed, it's the same issue the last 2 times we've had a flat with that. The stem valve leading into the tire failed. And so when I press on the stem, even when it's closed, the air comes running out. So the tire itself is fine. It's the damn stem valve that's failed.
They're having a whole conversation without us in the chat.
Are they?
About sausages.
Well, you know, that's the match game thing, is the
know.
whole sausage thing.
Apparently you can get that sausage from Sam's Club, Christine said.
I know. Sausage, and it's not Friday. I know. We're talking hashtag sausage. Carol sausages.
Well, that sausage saved us from, getting a blowout on the highway, because if we didn't pull over to get the sausage, we would have never known that we had a flat.
Yep. But I'm happy to say that I was able to change the tire, and we were back on the road in less than an hour. The reason why it took so long is I was filling up the broken tire first to test it and see if I could see the leak. Then I had to fill up our spare because it was a bit low. And the fill up thing I have is not the fastest, but it can get up to 80 something or 90 something PSI. It can push out that much pressure to pressurize it. Just goes slow.
The proper tools. Make sure you have the proper tools, especially with flats. It's not if, it's when you're going to have a flat.
Yeah. So we've learned through not having the proper tools what we needed. So I have, just in case you guys want to know, if you're ever going to get into the RV, I have a torque wrench that has the proper lugs and set to the proper torques for getting the lug nuts off. We have, I want to say an 18, it's either a 16 or an 18-ton bottle jack, because the scissor jack we have wasn't powerful enough to do that. We have the Jackery amp that's portable power, and then we have the Coleman compressor that fills the tire. So those 4 things were critical. I had them all, and again, the only reason why it took an hour is because we had to wait about 10 to 15 minutes to fill up the tires.
And in the meantime, I made us lunch.
Yep. So instead of shopping in Carol's, it became Mel making lunch, me changing the tire. Boom, done, on the road to get back home. So yep. And they, Christine and CJ actually had a blowout on the way to Helen. Theirs was way worse because theirs actually was a blowout with shredded tire and the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
So,
what?
Yeah, I don't know. Eddie sent me something.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, he's giving me an Apple laptop. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks, Eddie. On Amazon, yes.
Yeah, his is coming. His is coming. But yeah, that was our trip. It was a long haul. We left, like we said, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get home until
about 4 or 5 that night.
No, we got home about 5.
5, I want to say.
So I mean, it's a long travel day, basically.
Yeah. But it's always fun up there.
I did vlog him changing the tire, by the way, because Peachy and I were just sitting at the picnic table just watching.
Yep. Actually, I want to say that's how we ended the video. That's how we're going to end the video.
That's how we ended.
No trip is complete
without something.
Without something going wrong. But we got to take that tire back to George's and have them fix the blowout. And again, I don't know why. It's just odd that we've had it happen 3 times now. So I don't know if it's something with the trailer, something with that particular brand of tire. I don't understand why it's the metal part that goes into the plastic part that's fused together and then fused inside the tire. It's that separation in between the metal fill valve and the plastic that keeps failing. So I don't know.
Oh, so Christine got him something for his birthday. So shh, don't tell him.
Oh yeah, we don't want to tell him that. Kovacs was saying they should have been filming back when they did that.
I know. There's
stuff,
so much stuff I wish we had filmed way back then. We had, because I mean, obviously our adventures didn't start with the YouTube channel. They started way before then.
Yeah. The YouTube channel just started in 2023.
Yeah.
But our adventures and personal stuff.
Like when we went to California and stuff and all that stuff.
That I don't want to think about that because that hurt when that drive fell and we lost everything on that backup drive.
That's why we should do it again.
I know, right? So
from Temu.
Just get an Apple computer off Temu.
It'll be a pair computer.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that brings things to an end. But like I said, if you guys can ever, if you ever can make it out there, I know it's a long trip for some, across the country, and so, to make it worth your while, trying to couple it with some other kind of vacation.
Helen's pretty cool. I mean, it's a cool place to go, and like for the high peak season, it's usually they do the rafting down the river there.
I've done that.
And then
back when I was younger,
Christmas time, it's lit up with all the Christmas lights. So I mean, it's very pretty. They're on and off season.
Yep. Eddie's saying he's glad there's no evidence from his old days. You know what, Sherman? I thought that's what I had, but maybe not. I mean, I'll tell him about it when I take it back to George's to get this one fixed.
A steel one, huh?
Yeah. But Helen is definitely so much fun, and if it's your first time there, there's a lot to do, not just within the town, but Anna Ruby Falls is right up the road. It's right across from where we stay in Unicoi. It's about a quarter of a mile hike. There is some steep incline, but it's all paved the whole way.
Christine even did it this time.
Yep.
And I'm proud of her because I mean that was a challenge for her.
And Kenny did it.
Yeah.
On his own. With his walker. So if Kenny can do it, anybody can make it up Anna Ruby Falls. So
Kovacs said we had a fun show.
Yep. Awesome. And I think actually that brings us to an end.
Yeah, 8:00 on the dot.
So 8:00 on the dot.
All right, we'll promise we'll get to Brightline next week.
Yes.
You guys will be interested to see what the cost comparison is versus driving all the way down to Miami or taking the train.
Yep. So that'll be next week's episode, and then we'll figure out what the last week in March is. But a couple of heads up that's coming your way. We still have tons of footage. We have my solo cruise from Liberty of the Seas. We're actually bringing out some of our old DIY stuff from the RV from when we still had the Telluride. That just has never made it out there. And so we're using that since I lost a bunch of time video editing the logger vlogs. I've got a couple of short ones coming up. We've got the Margaritaville at Sea vlog series coming up. We've got our Virgin Cruise. We've got a Celebrity Beyond tour. We have
I'm Silver
Princess Sky tour. We've got the Silver Springs vlogger mini meetup. We've got 2 ships that we're going to be touring next weekend, the Carnival Miracle and the Carnival Paradise. And then we've got the Star Princess at the end of the month. So there's still tons of stuff coming your way. So we will catch you guys again, whether it's a vlog or whether it's the lives. So until next time, we'll see you guys later on
Scenic Route. Sorry, I was going to make him wait for it.
Anyway. Night, everybody. We'll see you next week.